Spring is here on the farm in FS25, and it's finally time to get started properly on our vegetable fields. We'll be planting later on, but first we have things to do to get the fields ready, as well as learn to do vegetables and find some creative means of seed transportation. Today, here at Guy Friday's Country Goods. You can find a link to this playlist in the description below, or check the channel page for other farming series you might like. Well, it's the beginning of spring here on the farm. We're at the end of March. Just got back doing a couple of plowing contracts, and well, it's time to get started on our vegetable fields. We're planting them next month, and so this will be the perfect time. Now that we've done some contracts, made a little bit of money back, and I think this is a great time to get started on our vegetable fields ahead of spring planting. Get our plow. Actually, you know what? I think we should wash it off before we go parking it. I'm just gonna park it back here. But let's just stop it right here, and let's grab this. Let's grab the power washer and just push it over here. Whoa! It ran away from me. Push it over this way. There we go. All right. Let's get this washed off before we put it back. Yeah. So we got the two vegetable fields. I figure, you know, we should make them different, right? Let's hit the tractor too over here. So I figure maybe one carrots. Maybe we'll keep the carrot field. You know, the field that we bought from grandfather. Maybe keep that one carrots because it was carrots last year. Or should we change it? Well, either way, I figure we should have one carrots and one red beets because I want to do red beets. Yeah, I want to do red beets. I don't want to do both the same crop, you know. So let's just pull this back over here. Yeah, so one carrots, one beets. This month, before planting, what we're going to do this month is we need to put in the ridges, the furrows, whatever you want to call them, the ridges. We're going to run the ridger, which I haven't run yet, so this will be the first time with that. Let's get our plow parked back in here by the weeder. Oops, kind of tapped it there. Oh well, that's good enough. Good enough. All right, so actually let's check this out. So where's it at? It is, oh, it's actually right in front. Oh, that's right. Remember when we bought these, we parked them this way because we knew that we need the ridger first. Great. So we're gonna get that out to the field and get started with that. I guess that's what we're doing. That's how we're starting off today. There may be other things we're doing, but for sure, you know what? Let me check the contracts here. So I just finished a plowing contract. That's right. Okay, we did cash those out. There's some other stuff. There's other work that could be done. All right, so let's try out this ridger here. Both of the fields are ready. Now, the field that we just bought, which it was carrots, may as well do carrots again this month. So the carrot field, it is fully fertilized, and we just put lime on it. Our beet field, what will be our beet field, it didn't need lime this year, and we'll check fertilizer status. It's probably got, if I had to guess, probably one stage of fertilization on it. Now, to my knowledge, this ridger, it's to prepare the field for vegetables. It's not necessary. I don't think it's necessary, but it will add a stage of fertilization, I believe. However, we don't need that on the carrot field, but we're going to do it anyway because we do our crops the proper way on this farm, and so we're going to put in the ridges for vegetable planting. Yeah, I mean, if I don't have to, it doesn't matter. We're going to do it anyway. We do all this stuff to take care of the field. Speaking of stuff to take care of the field, the carrot field's going to be good for sure, but because we just plowed it. But weeds, I was just thinking about weeds. It's good for sure because we just plowed it. As far as I know, this is good too. No, this field says it needs rolling. We have a roller now, as it happens, of course. Actually, and we have it here at the farm. Yeah, we have it down here. This is, yeah, we're parking some equipment down here now. We just have too much equipment for our little farmyard up north. So this field says needs rolling. However, yeah, now I haven't, this is the first time doing vegetables this way. And normally you'd want to roll after you plant, like most crops, right? After you roll, or after you plant, it says to roll the field, but it'll have ridges on it. Wouldn't that, see, I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get there. Might roll it now, though. Oh, this has 0 fertilizer on it. This has no stages of fertilization on it. Well, then this will be good for it. Yeah, I've never run one of these. I don't know, like, when we do this, you know, yeah, if I were to roll it after I plant it, would that take out the ridges? I don't know. We're going to... And, yeah, we'll find out. It's the thing. We'll find out. It's the first time you do everything, so we'll find out. For now, we're going to run this here. This is going to be the carrot field. Yeah, easiest to do carrots here because this is what, you know, carrots what we had last time. Now, I want to run these rows. I mean, since we're putting in ridges, I'm going to want to run these as straight as possible. So, let's see here. I don't think we need... the way I see it, we only need 2. Alright. Yeah, we want to run this as straight as possible. So we want to... I'd say we should probably use the guidance steering because I want to get perfectly straight lines so the field looks nice. You know? Well, this is cool. Yeah, this will give us a nice planting surface here. We can get rid of the lines, we can take them away, but I'm going to use the... yeah, I'll use it to steer, but we can turn them off visually so it looks better. Just kind of look at this where we're driving here. So I wonder how this machine works. I want to get out and check this out. How does this work? I just want to see what the moving parts are in it. That's pretty cool. Can't really get under it very well. I'm just looking to see what the all the moving bits of it were. All right. Well, anyway. Yeah, is this going to crush our ridges? I mean, I guess there's no way around that. I guess they will get crushed. I mean, yeah, driving over them is going to crush them a little bit. I don't know. I'm just doing what we do for vegetables. And after this, you know, after this this harvest here, well, after this field, we'll know what we're doing here. As long as we're doing this, we're going to go ahead and turn around, and I set it for 2 headlands, which I think will be plenty. Oh, we can drive on this. This is our field too. So let's go ahead and kill this north and south headland, and then we can just go, yeah, and then we can just do runs. So we'll just put this here. Hopefully the field will end up looking nice. I'll try to, yeah, but... I'll try to make sure it looks nice here. Well, I mean, yeah, that's why we're doing the I'm using the guidance steering to make sure that, like, I mean, when we plow fields, you know, it ends up, there's just no way to have a perfect, you're just not going to. Yeah, plowed fields, there's no way. I think we could do better with this, though, perhaps. I think so. If the field were curved, that would actually, that would annoy me. If the field were curved, I guess I would just have to get over it. The compulsion to have everything precisely straight and even, because if it was a curved field, yeah, we would just have to work with it. All right, now we'll get this down here, and then we can just go north-south. And this goes pretty quick. You know, I didn't, what is the work speed of this? I didn't see the work speed. It's, what, 7 miles an hour? 7, 8? 7, 8 miles an hour, yeah, it goes pretty fast for sure. Not everything's perfect with the fields, and I kind of like it that way, you know, especially with the just the way that FS25 works. There are random conditions and, you know, things that are going to happen in any field, you know, like if we go here and we zoom in on, zoom all the way in, and let's go to soil composition. Sometimes things don't update, right? We'll go back to soil comp. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, sometimes these don't update. I don't know if it's just me or if it's the game. But anyway, FS25, you know, we have these, you know, this is just because the lime spreading wasn't perfect. But that's okay because, you know, real field wouldn't, you're never going to get it perfect. You know, here's where some swaths were dropped. But then like this stuff here, this stuff just kind of collects over time in your fields. And I think that's cool, you know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, you know. I think that's cool. You know, that there's never the perfect status, really, I mean, and when I think about how I want all these rows perfectly straight up and down, I guess it's just best to get over that right away because nothing's ever going to be perfect, and in a way, kind of adds realism if it's not. And hey, I got to pull these up. It's wanting to lock me onto the wrong thing for what? Some reason. Weird. Yeah, totally weird. What's wrong with the guidance steering? Why does it want me to, hang on a second. Oh, is it because, you know what it is? It's because, it wants us to go here because, well, not every field is going to be the exact number of rows wide, right? And so here, I've seen this before. This is where, yeah, 2 tracks kind of halfway overlap to make up for the width of the field, I bet. So I'll just do it to please the steering, because I would like to have as straight as lines as we can, but, you know, things like, you know, mixed textures and statuses, you know, they're just going to happen. I wonder if right there, like it left some more texture back there. I wonder if, you know, some of those, here, let's turn this off real quick. Some of those weird textures in the field, I wonder if where that's happening, if that, I bet it does. I bet it coincides with, let's turn off our fertilizer filter. Oh, this has got to save real quick here. Okay, I'm not seeing, no, actually I don't see anything there on the field. What if we go back to, no, those don't coincide with anything. I was thinking maybe those places where the texture looks off on the field, you know, like there, I was thinking, no, it doesn't coincide with any, who knows? Then it's just random stuff that happens in fields, I guess. That's cool. This is going to be all carrots. And with our harvester that we have, oh, it's going to be one heck of a job. The first harvest is going to be a heck of a job. It is. It's going to be a serious chore, but, you know, that's farming, right? So it'll be our harvest. I'm really excited for that. I mean, now that's not till, I believe, August, but, you know, we harvested this, you know, last year, and it was Grandpa's field. And you see all the carrots we hauled off of this thing? I mean, geez, that trailer, we probably hauled off, what, like over 100,000 liters of carrots maybe? I don't know, but I mean, it was ridiculous. I don't know. I have to go back and look. I mean, we made several trips to the silo, and that trailer held, did the trailer only hold 20,000 liters? Yeah, I think the trailer held 20,000. The harvester held 5,000. That sounds about right. Okay, so maybe we hold like 80,000 liters to the silo, but it was a lot. I mean, right? That's a lot. I'm eager to see how much, you know, profit we'll get out of this. You know, now that this field is ours, it'll be all our profit. So the work we put into it, because that contract paid diddly squat. That contract paid like, I don't know, not even $2,000, I don't think. And this time it'll be, you know, all of the profit will be 100% ours. It'll be cool. But the harvester we have, you know, it has the its work width is 1 carrot. Yeah, 1 carrot work width, and so each one of these furrows is a pass, you know, that it has to do up and down the field. So yeah, if you look at it that way, maybe I'll take the roller out here and just a little bit. I mean, this is my first time doing this, you know, using this particular tool, planting this vegetable on our farm. Maybe I'll take the roller out here just for a second, just to see like what it does on part of this field, so I can get a feel for it, so I know for the future. First time I do anything, I always learn stuff by just trying at first. You know, I like figuring stuff out, but you know, there's the first time when you kind of got to try a couple things. Like for instance, the only harvesting of carrots and beets I've done here in FS25 has been in contracts. In contracts, you don't destroy the crops, so because it's not your field, right? Now in FS22, I know with potatoes you had to have narrow wheels or you'd crush the crop, which I don't really understand fully because they're root vegetables, but hey, I learned from doing in FS22 that I had to have narrow tires or else I'd crush the crop. That may or may not be the case with these. I don't know. So we may have to get a tractor with narrow tires, whether for, you know, whatever. Yeah, we'll do a couple more passes with this, and then I'll get the roller out, because, see, it says roll that field over there, and then Well, I'm also curious, not only what would the roller do with the ridges, I'm guessing it would smooth them all out. I'm guessing it would take out the ridges. But I'm curious just to see, because that's how, that's how we figure out what does what. And then also, after we plant a crop, generally it says, needs rolling. Will it say that after vegetables? Like, I don't know. Again, I'll find it out. And a lot of y'all probably already know. I'll figure it out. All right, we just got a little bit left now. It's just enough that we can kind of finish one row and then just kind of whip a U-turn into the other here because we have so little space left. All right, and this is the last run here. Yep. And this field is all, well, ridged, I guess. Well, looks pretty nice. There we go. All right. Yeah, I want to see... Okay, so we can't plant till next month, but so let's park this here for now. And whoops, I just want to see what's. This is our this is our harvester. Okay, I saw a machine back here. Yeah, so harvester's parked back here. For now, let's just pull this in here. We might be using this right away. I don't know. Let's just put it right here. And let's get the roller out there. I imagine it'll just take out the ridges. I mean, I imagine it's exactly what it'll do, but I'm curious to see. And I also want to wait and see again. I want to see after we plant it, is it going to say that it needs rolling? It seems to me like if you plant vegetables and then roll it, yeah, maybe they don't. I just don't know. I'll figure it out. I try to speculate when all I have to do is just try something and then I'll know for sure. Now, I don't want to mess up this beautiful field, but... Oh, yeah. It does exactly what you think it would do. Okay. That's all right. Now we know that. Well, let's go ahead and roll this field beforehand. If it says it needs it after we plant, I guess that's what it says, but... It just seems that we'd want to keep the ridges in the field, right? I don't know. This is a pretty quick job. We got a decent work width here on the roller, and obviously, it goes pretty fast. So this will go pretty quick here. Oh yeah, these take a second to lower though. So it'd be best if we could kind of keep it in constant motion a little bit. See if I can swing this turn and keep it down. Oh, that thing will hook around if you let it. It got some momentum to it. When you get around these turns, it can kind of swing around on you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's all sliding around. Yeah, I think what we can do is, I'd like to keep it, well, A, it moves so fast that keeping constant motion with it, is good, right? B, it takes a minute to lower it down. So we save a lot of time if we just keep constantly moving with it. And I think we can get about complete coverage, just being nice and careful like so. Yeah, that thing really hooks around though. I am going kind of fast on the turns, but there is that, but it's cool. This is fun to work with. Yeah, we'll have this done in no time, like even quicker than I thought initially, actually. This is really, really quick. Very quick. We get this whole side of the field down here done. There's just a few passes over there to make. And we'll check the field, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, this was like seriously, like literally a less than 5-minute job. So if we have to do it again, it's fine. Super, super duper quick here. And I kind of got steering us down a little bit. Keep it from kicking out, Having this is great too, because if we have any, like, if a field just has like small stones on it, this will take care of that, you know. Okay, so we just kind of got to go down the field over here a little bit. And I think it's about done. Yeah, so even if the, you know, if it turns out we do want to do it after planting, again, you know, not a big deal because it's a less than 5-minute job for this field. This is not a big field, but still, you know, it's a super quick job. Yeah, that coverage is like 100%. You can't even see. I was just turning the filter on and off. Sometimes they don't register, you know, I was making sure, but no, it registered. We just did that good a job. Like literally that good a job. All right, so that was super quick. If we have to do it again, no big deal. And we know that it will crush the ridges, which I actually think may not be a bad idea. The way I see it, the ridges are there for planting the crops. You know, I'm not a vegetable farmer IRL, obviously. The ridges are there for planting the crops. I don't guess they need to be there when we're harvesting it. I don't think it really matters at all. I think I have a feeling I'm overthinking the entire thing. But we'll see what happens when we plant. And speaking of which, I guess it's about that time. Move deeper into spring. I think we can advance into April now, planting month, and get started with the planting. Let's park this back in here for the time. We can just pull this in here. Plenty of room. And I don't know if I showed you guys yet or not, but we do have a sleep trigger at our farmhouse now. I did find one to place there because our farmhouse up north at our farm is not a technical farmhouse. It's just a decorative farmhouse, but I placed the trigger there so now we can sleep is the thing. So let's go up there and move into April, I guess. Well, guys, it's the morning of April 1st here on the farm, and there is a really nice piece of equipment for sale down at the shop, which I think I'd be a fool not to pick up. This guy right here, look at that, 70% reduced price on this. It's an 8-meter wide disc Harrow. I see no world in which this is not... I've never seen one like this. That's interesting. I've never seen one designed like that. Yeah, I see no world in which we don't get this. Yeah, I've never seen one like that. I'm interested to see how this folds out. Okay, but regardless, yeah, it does look a little unconventional, but... wait, what is this? I guess they can plant grass, huh? I'm guessing that's what that's for. Oh, yeah, it says right there. Grass or... probably oilseed radish. Anyway, yeah, and look, it's only $12,000. Now, so we're going to go ahead and this is a complete no-brainer, but let's do, never forget to do this, so that way your plates aren't the same. Just cycle it forward and back, hit OK. Yeah, $12,000, absolutely, because that means we can sell our cultivator. Disc Harrow will work it'll work in place of a cultivator. It's really just a preference of what you want to use. It'll work just fine in place of a cultivator, which means we don't need that anymore. There it is. And we can sell that. Oh, look, see, we can get, we'll actually take this down. We'll take that down to the shop and we'll get more from it down at the shop, but we should get at least $6,500 for that. So we got a real bargain on that disc Harrow. That's great. So great thing here. April morning. Now, what else? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if I showed you guys this. We got a sleep trigger here now at the house. All right. So we want to have a look at planting, right? So here we got our little planter. All right. And seeds. How are we on seeds? Let's go check the other. We might have to buy seeds while we're at the store. Yeah, we got fertilizer in here. Yeah. Right, but no seeds. So we're going to want to have some seeds waiting for us at the store. So let's think here. So we want to go down there, pick up that disc Harrow. Oh, that's so awesome. And we're going to want to get seeds too. Can we do both in one go? You know, I don't know a way that we can. Yeah, we can. Okay. I just had to kind of think creatively for a moment there. We can. We're going to take the Massey Ferguson down there. We're going to stop by Grandpa's farm, grab the front loader, And that's how we're doing this. So we're going to stop by, so we're going to go south down to Grandpa's farm, grab the front loader, head east to the shop, and we're going to come home with a bucket full of seeds, and oh, let's take this down there with us. Yep, let's definitely kill as many birds with one stone as we can. We'll be taking this down there with us. So if you follow what we're doing, yeah, we're going to grab the front loader, so we'll have a bucket. So we'll have some seeds waiting for us at the shop. Here, we can go ahead and just buy that. Now, I guess I could have bought them at the shop, but while I'm already yapping, we can just go seeds. Of course, this is more than will fit in the... do we want... let me think here. Let's buy the big bag here, or this particular bag. I was just thinking how we want to load it into the bucket. All right. So I interrupted my train of thought there, but yeah, is this tractor going to be able to maneuver this? Well, we'll just have to... Now, this little tractor, I don't know if we'll... this tractor was great at the start of our farm because it was affordable and just what we needed. It may continue to be useful, just I had a thought that we may be needing a tractor with narrow tires. This may be able to fit narrow tires. I honestly don't know. I haven't looked. But it's a little low on the horsepower as well. It might have issues running our vegetable harvester. I don't know. So we may have a look at getting a new tractor this summer. But that's not right now. It's just something I thought as I'm driving this tractor down the road here. I like this tractor, but well, we'll see. So we're just gonna go. So we're just headed down to Grandpa's farm to get the loader, and we're gonna get to the shop. You know, as I pull in here to grab the loader, I just had a thought. We don't have a bucket for it. We just have the silage fork. Now let's do a double check here. Let's check our fleet. Now this is something in FS25. This is incredibly inconvenient. I hope they fix this soon, because right now the only way to check to see if we have a shovel is to literally look item by item. Guys, Giants, if you're watching this, please fix this. What were you thinking with this? We need to see if we have a bucket for a front loader, and I don't think we do. Is that skid steer? But see, that's the other thing, is it doesn't say. It doesn't even say what this stuff does. So if, God forbid, you forget what equipment you have, and you're like, say you mouse over something, you're like, is this a cultivator or a disc harrow? It literally doesn't say, and you have no idea. If you forget what you have, you're just... Yeah, Giants, please fix this. I hate to spend time in here complaining about stuff, but this is beyond ridiculous, right? So no, we don't have a front loader bucket. Yeah, that is beyond ridiculous. Why didn't we just have a vehicle garage menu like an FS22? It's beyond me, and it doesn't even have a description for what the equipment is. It's almost like they're trolling us with that. Right. So we're gonna leave the silage fork here. First, let's so we can grab this a little better. We're gonna leave the silage fork here, and we'll just have to pick up a bucket while we're there at the store. It's one extra thing to buy, yeah, but a bucket's always good to have anyway. So, I mean, that silage fork can do just about everything. It can do a lot of stuff, but it can't scoop seeds. So, and yeah, moving seeds and fertilizer is something that we may need to do. So, let's get down to the store. All right, down here at the shop. First, let's haul our old cultivator down here and get this sold. Oh yeah, we get that, forgot our flatbed trailer is down here. We'll have to remember that's down here. Let's get this over here and see what kind of price we can get for our old cultivator. I only used it a couple times, but, so $6,400, nice, okay. I'm going to sell that. Excellent. So we paid, what, 12 something for this disc harrow. We just took a $6,500 chunk out of it. That's great. Now we're going to want to, yeah, we want to get a bucket for this. And then if we can, yeah, I imagine we can get a 1,000-liter bucket and essentially take that entire pallet of seeds home with us in bucket form. I mean, hey, it's a way to get it home without making multiple trips. And that is good. So let's check out our disc harrow. I haven't seen one that's designed like this. Yeah, I've always seen like the discs are always on like fixed, you know, shaft, or the frame is always fixed on these things. I guess interesting. I just never seen that design before. It's cool. All right, so we need to buy. Yeah, back in the shop menu again. We need to buy fur loader. And okay, so there's a basic 1,000-liter bucket. It's probably what we're doing. Yeah, fancy buckets cost money. All right. Hey, that'll do the job. All right, now, this is another time that we're going to be glad we have that skid steer down here, because that will get us the seeds in the bucket. And yeah, I know that there's a shortcut to that, but I don't use any kind of autofill or anything on the farms. We load everything by hand, so just like we would on a real farm. So anyway, just FYI, yeah, I'm aware I could just fill it. All right, so yeah, it's a good thing we got the skid steer down here. This comes in very handy. Having one of these at the shop is incredibly handy. This little guy is so cool. However, this one's top speed does leave a little bit to be desired. And this is why when I was at the shop picking out, how do we want our seeds, I decided to go with one of these pallets. I was like, which one would be easiest to pick up with the skid steer that we already have at the store, and dispense into the bucket. And I decided this right here. Now, very carefully. There we go. Just dump those in the bucket. These should all just barely perfectly fit. That worked out. Yeah, that worked out nice. Let's park this little guy back here. Well, we're going to want to have a look at our new disc Harrow, see if it needs any repairs or anything. It likely will. We got it so discounted in a price. Something tells me that it's probably very, very well used. Let's see. And we might have a weight balance issue with this tractor until we can get that disc Harrow hooked up. Let's see. You can always test like this. No, this tractor supports it. Okay. Well, with a full bucket, yeah. No, that's doing fine. Yeah, this was 70-some% reduced price, so it's probably got a lot of use to it. Which I guess I could have looked at it. We can do a visual inspection. This is more immersive, right? Do a visual inspection of it here. Yeah, it's got some damage to it. Yeah, 35%. That's, yeah. I was looking at the mouse over. I mean, I was looking at the paint to see what paint's missing, but I actually was looking. Yeah, it's got some damage to it. All right. Yeah, it's a little big for this tractor. Yeah, this tractor would not be using this disc Harrow. Let's get some repairs on it. Let's see what that would cost us. However, we can have a look. I want to see, how does this fold out? I've just never seen one shaped like this. It's very cool. Interesting. Yeah, that's just wild. How it's just like essentially super heavy duty chain, with discs on it. I don't know if chain is the right word, but it's all like links. It's very cool. All right, let's fold this back up. Let's get it to the shop, yeah, and let's see what they want for repairs. All right, for repairs, sorry, 841. I don't know why that's not bad at all. All right, $800, repair that. That's like new. Well, it's not exactly like new. If we have a look at it, it has got 46 hours of use on it. It's not exactly like new, of course. I mean, yeah, it'll wear down faster, but for all intents and purposes, good as new. All right, guys, we're going to get the disc Harrow back to, we're going back to our farm with all of this stuff. And we can get busy planting our vegetables. Ooh, this hill's bogging us down a little bit. Oh, man, that disc Harrow must be heavy. 10 miles an hour uphill. That's a kind of a steep hill, though. I guess I never noticed. Kind of a steep hill into the town we live in over here, our little town, our little village over here. So, now that we're back at the farm, so what we're going to do is, now we got this bucket of seeds. We're going to see what we could fit in the vegetable planter. The rest we'll pile neatly, I figure. First, we need to see, like, how much we can store in the planter. I'm trying to figure out where we're going to park this disc Harrow for now. You know, just like a for now kind of thing. I guess this will work. Alright, now carefully move this because I do think that if I were to tip this too fast on accident... Actually, you know what? Let's put some of this here. Dump some of our seeds here. Let's just shut this down. I think they're going to be easier. It's going to be easier to move the seeds around the yard with the skid steer. It's just way more maneuverable, way more zippy. All right, we're going to want to get the planter out. It doesn't look like it holds much, but you know, there's always room to be surprised. Now, does this fold out at all? Let's see. Let me check some of the controls on this guy. Nah. There we go. Open up the little seed units there, the seed container, the seed bins. All right. I think it'll be easier to load with this guy here. Also, because of the high tip bucket. You know, the high tip bucket is not just for tipping into high places. It's also got great finesse when dumping. You know, if you use the the hydraulics on it, you can get some real finesse while you're tipping stuff. Like, for instance, seeds into very small little seed bins on a planter, for instance. Just get this picked up here. Get this tipped into here. There we go. Just kind of tip it in there. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't hold much at all. Here, let's go check this. Check this and see. Yeah. This doesn't hold much at all. It's already overfilled. Oh, yeah. Oh, yikes. 16 liters. Well, because I haven't planted carrots before, I don't know how far that'll get us. Yeah, I can't say I know how far that'll get us. I expected it to hold more than that. All right. Well, you know, something I've never tried, and all my thousands of hours of Farming Simulator over years, I can't say I've ever tried this. Can we put this back in the tractor bucket? Yeah, actually we can. No reason that wouldn't work. I've just never tried that precise exact thing. Yeah, because, well, if we need more seeds, then the seeder, you know, it's going to be down at the other farm, and that skid steer, it's just to stay here in this yard. It's too slow to take on the road, right? So, all right. Well, let's get this down there, and let's start getting some carrots planted. We'll see how it uses the seeds. It may be that this, we're going to have to fill this every couple minutes. It may be that this lasts the entire field. We'll find out down at the farm. All right, now, I want to see how this is going to plant. See how it uses the seeds. However, I've been thinking on the way down here, I think I want to use a different tractor. I think I want to use a tractor with row crop wheels, just because it seems to me like that would be more fitting for this. We're going to try, so I want to try the carrots here and see how it goes, like see how this planting goes, how fast it uses the seeds, etc. However, I think that, yeah, I'm going to want to either get us a different tractor or not other than this. We're keeping this. I love this AGCO. I meant instead of the Massey Ferguson, maybe we get a different one, or maybe we see if we can fit it with row crop tires. Either way, I want to plant. Yeah, it seems to me to be the more appropriate choice. Yeah, I just want to say that up front. However, first let's just see how this goes so I get an idea of this. All right, so can we see where we've been while planting? Well, one thing, okay, so, hey, you always learn stuff when you do it. You always learn by doing, right? And one thing that I already see is, yeah, so this rebuilds the ridges. When we're planting, this rebuilds the ridges. So our tires destroying them is not a thing. Look, I'm just trying to keep everything as immersive and good looking as possible. The row crop tire is not necessary because this is rebuilding the ridges as we go, which kind of tells me, yeah, that's true. It's probably like potatoes, you know, and FS22, which is the only experience I have with vegetables, with root vegetables. That experience being that had we not put in the ridges, this would still put them in, is what I was getting at there. You learn so much just doing something the first time. Now, I've also learned that, okay, yeah, And on that same note, because we already had the field ridged, that's why I can't tell where we planted them. Had the field not been ridged, then, yeah, you follow me? Then that's how we would know where we've planted. Luckily, there's a fix for that. Knowing where we've been, that is. And that's because this is FS25. Oops. And because of that... Oh, wait a second. I'm seeing... Really? All the way... Yeah. Anyway, because this is FS25, we have guidance steering that tells us where we have and haven't been, is what I'm getting at, you know. So, like, you see, if we... you can see the line beside me is grayed out because we've been down that row. Yeah, etc. So, I mean, those of you who play know, right? So, yeah, we can use those and we can see where we've been that way. That's one of the great, of the many great features of FS25. That's one of the great ones because there are some things you do to a field where you just honestly cannot tell that you've been there. For instance, you know, for instance, doing weeding or hoeing on a field that has not been planted yet. The only way to see where you've been is your tire tracks. That's literally it. And so using the guidance steering overlay, yeah, solves that. So what kind of headlands does it want us to do? Headlands here, there. Okay. Well, I'm going to get to work on this. I'm going to get this all set up. And, oh yeah, how's it using the carrots? Okay, okay, look, we've still got, that only used, those 2 runs there only used, what, like 0.7, you know, liters of carrots. So that's what I was hoping. I was hoping that because the capacity was so small that it would, yeah, it works out. All right, guys, so thanks so much for joining me here at the beginning of spring. We're getting vegetables planted. We're going to have carrots here. We're going to have red beets over there. Everything's pretty under control, and if see what's going on now. If you guys haven't planted these kind of vegetables, then, well, then you got to learn along with me as we did the field. And, yeah, it's always fun learning stuff by doing it, figuring stuff out the hard way. I think you learn better because you learn by making mistakes and then having to correct them. And that's what I've done here. Everything's going well. Thanks a lot for following along. I will see you guys no later than Friday. Oh, I think I'll see you guys before then. There's some more videos coming out. But I'll see you back here on the farm no later than Friday. Probably be some other stuff as well. Be sure to comment below. Tell me what you think. Any advice, any questions. And I always appreciate comments. And, of course, it helps out with the YouTube algorithm, as does liking and subscribing. So I appreciate that as well. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you next time.